Well, here we are. Always something to fix. 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee. There's the connections for the tow bar. Yes, we pull this behind our motorhome. So anyway, it developed a leak. And the leak is power steering. Down there is the power steering pump, which is electric. And down in here, right behind the pump, where you see the lines, turn the light on there where you can see it. Where you see that group of lines there, you will see that it is very wet. And that's where the leak is. Where the lines go through that rubber bushing in that bracket, the road grit, dirt, and moisture gets in that rubber and rusts the line. As you can see, the one line looks very rusty. That's what we're going to dig into today. So, I will be right back. So, now that I've got the intake off, there's the air filter, part of the air box. Took all the intake tube off, and there's the throttle body back there. I have a little more room to work in here, but for you that have done this, wish me luck. For those who don't know, these two lines on the pump are connected to that rubber block. They come across to the other side of the vehicle. One line connects to one of those two hoses and goes out to the cooler that is actually behind the front bumper. The other line is this large line that's going up behind the airbox to the bottom of the power steering reservoir, which is right there. That's the feed for the pump. Without those two lines, you don't have any power steering. So this is what that line looks like, brand new from the Dodge Chrysler Jeep people. This is where the two connections go to the pump. The two lines come across in front of the engine. One turns and has a quick connect to that rubber line going out underneath the front bumper to the cooler. The other one is the long line that goes up to the reservoir. In case you're wondering, for those who ever have to do this, this is the part number 515-4409-AI-01. This particular line assembly, I had to go 30 miles away to a Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer to get it. It was over $300 for the assembly. Not every Dodge dealer has one. One dealer that I talked to this morning, their parts department said they had none, and what they had ordered was on back order and would not be in until after November. So there was only two within 30 miles of where I live. I got one of them. Someone else already had been promised the other. So there you go. If you need it, it's going to be hard to find. Okay, here we go. The old line is out, as you can see, and it is a mess. There's power steering fluid everywhere because there's no way to really keep from losing some all the way up to the reservoir. I tried to capture as much or drain as much as I could, and I took the hoses apart and loose. So that's what I've got to pour back in the system once I get the new hose on. Here's the old beside the new, and as you can see right here where that rubber has gone around that steel line, that pressure line has rusted and sprung a leak. Of course, this is the new one that's going to go in place of it. So let's get started on that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and there you have it. All new lines. Vehicle's all back together and running. And as you can see, it's the way it's supposed to be. Power steering's working fine and no leaks. Close to $400 worth of parts, and I did it myself. Just for those who want to know, this is the power steering fluid you have to have for this particular vehicle, the electric steering pump fluid. This fluid is 16 ounces and $26 plus tax per bottle. Therefore, you don't want to lose any of this. That's expensive.